One more day till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. One more day till Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Are you going to join in? No. Hashtag popcorn horror fest, horror fest song. Okay, stop. Yeah, so yeah, it's one more day till Halloween. It is day 30 of hashtag popcorn horror fest, and it's Russ's final pick, which is turn the light on. Where's the light?
This is good. This is scintillating video.
Couldn't find the light. Couldn't see your face.
Oh no.
Right, what's your pick? What's your final pick?
It is a film called Session 9, which I know so little about. I can't even tell you the plot of it. It's, I think, an early 2000s horror film. Comes highly recommended. It is starring David Caruso of CSI Miami. Not a fan.
Okay, good, right.
So they get tensions rise within an asbestos cleaning crew as they work
off of the
in an abandoned mental hospital with a horrific past that seems to be coming back. Sounds terrifying.
Make that noise again.
No.
Do it again.
No.
Is it in your beard? No? Okay. No more noise. We will be watching Session 9 today, and I don't know much about it, apart from what Russ has just said, because I didn't choose it. I don't know. I was not party to this decision. So let's see how this will go. You'll find out in a minute what we thought of it, and also what we'll be watching tomorrow for actual Halloween. See you in a bit. Session 9. What did you think? You haven't seen it before either.
No, I really enjoyed it. It was.
You didn't really enjoy it?
I did. I really did. I really did enjoy it, and so I'm glad there was a reason why it was on my list somewhere along the way. I can't believe I didn't realise that Peter Mullen was in it. For some reason I knew that David Caruso was in it, but I didn't know that Peter Mullen was involved. And yeah, it was a very effective little horror film.
What did you like about it?
I think it made very good use of its location.
It was a stunning location, actually. Amazing.
When you're a low budget-ish horror film, and it was again I think one of the earliest films to be shot on digital video, just like 28 days later.
Right.
As well, yeah. They used that space kind of for all it was worth. I think it kind of started off potentially alluding to some sort of mental illness, sort of paranoid schizophrenia aspect, and I was kind of almost certain that one of the crew would be a former patient of said institution in some way. I wasn't entirely sure where it was going, but I had a feeling it might be going that way, and it's a lot more vague than that, and it almost ends up being a possession spirit-esque sort of vibe, but it's very well. It's again, like all good horror films, it's a slow burn. It doesn't rely on too much of any sort of jump scares, and everything sort of when it does all come together at the end in a sort of quite nicely brutal but satisfying way, I think.
Yeah, so my one negative of it is that I wasn't scared in the slightest, and I don't think that's its fault. I think it's because it was a bit of a ghost possession type film, and I don't find those films scary. I think I've said before, the films that I find really scary are where it's like it could happen, and I don't believe in ghosts or the spirit world, so I don't tend to find those sorts of films scary. But I did like, I agree with you, I think they used the location really, really well. I like the stuff that they brought out about mental asylums and how they used to, how really the true horror of mental asylums wasn't really the patients, it was what we used to do to them in the asylums, which was just just barbaric in many ways, and that one of the barbaric practices played a key role in this film. It's a horrible ice pick type thing that they jam through people's brains to give them embossments. But I also thought it was really interesting actually to have a horror film mainly set in the daylight actually. Certainly the climactic scene is in the daylight. You don't get that very often. It's normally nighttime, which I thought was interesting.
Well, for low budget films it's more expensive to shoot at night. You have to you have to pay the crew more to do it. You have to light it a bit more as opposed to a lot of things.
Yeah. But I mean, I suppose that's quite
not necessarily why they
impressive.
did it,
that's quite impressive that they managed to pull off a kind of quite tense, horrific, climactic scene.
But I don't necessarily think there are films, there are horror films that use the light as opposed to the dark, and I don't necessarily think that the dark is mutually.
It lends itself to a
horror.
creepier atmosphere. I think you have to work harder to get that same level of creepiness in the daytime, because there's this just assumption that nothing won't happen in the daytime because people are around, and which isn't true. I think the other thing that I liked about it was that it didn't it played on. What am I trying to say? The other thing that I liked about it was that it used your imagination. So it didn't necessarily show everything in graphic. Well, it didn't show much in graphic detail actually. It cut away and let your imagination fill in the blanks, which I always think is a much better tactic than being too graphic personally, because I think your imagination is a lot more powerful in those sorts of scenarios. So I thought I did that really well too. But yeah, other than just it being a subject matter that I don't really scare easily on, I thought it was good.
I wanted to go back to the one film. There's this thing of it being a subject you don't scare easily on. I'm not a huge fan of necessarily.
It's not. I'm not a fan of them. I can still appreciate them. I just don't get like.
How are you on The Shining?
I love The Shining. I think it's a brilliant film. Not scared by it though.
Because I was going to say that's a film that kind of brought it to mind. It felt similar in sort of tone in that the asylum in this film is to what the Overlook Hotel is in The Shining.
Yeah, it is actually very similar. But yeah, no, as I say, I really like The Shining. I do love it, but I don't get scared. Although I have to say, when I read the book, I was scared. But that's because the book goes into more detail and is creepier. But I'm not well.
It's fine. Wrap it up now. I think we're done.
So.
Wrap it up. Take some pills. Get to bed.
Tomorrow it's Halloween. It'll be Halloween. Halloween.
No more days.
It will be no more days. So what film are we watching, Russ, for Halloween?
I think we're going to go with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yay! I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep after that. I've never seen it before. I know a lot of people have seen it.
A lot of people have seen it, yeah, that is correct.
And I have dressed up as Freddy Krueger on Halloween before, despite not actually having seen it.
And we're bookending Robert Englund at the beginning and the end. Freddy Krueger. The very first film we saw
was
the last showing.
The last showing.
The projectionist.
Yeah.
Is Freddy Krueger.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't know that. That's interesting.
No, I only just
Why is he in
now.
a really terrible film then?
Because he's not the world's greatest actor. He's just pretty much known as being Freddy Krueger.
I didn't know Freddy Krueger was British. Wow. Well, there you go. We're revisiting him in hopefully a better film. And yes, so join us tomorrow for Nightmare on Elm Street and for Halloween. See you then.